Hey Crazy Crafters, welcome to Technique of the Week with Krazy Kreations.
Yes, it must be Wednesday because that is when we have our Technique of the Week here at Krazy Kreations.
And Technique of the Week is all about trying new crafting techniques with Krazy Kreations products, including vinyl outline stickers, handmade glitter paper, Rite Art alcohol markers, and a lot more.
So much more, and we show you different ways to use our product that you may not have thought of or want to revisit.
And we keep it easy.
Easy is right. So my name is Kara.
I'm Jackie.
And we are the mother-daughter team here at Krazy Kreations, located in Yreka, California, which is at the very top of California, a hop, skip, jump to Oregon.
Today's May 4th, and I can't believe it's 85 degrees here.
It is very hot here.
Very warm.
Do you know that tomorrow it's supposed to go down?
And on Saturday, it's supposed to snow.
Wow, you just can't keep up. It's crazy.
So we're here to do something really fun today. If you're excited about Technique of the Week, please let us know in the comments because we are live right now. So we are doing our best to read your comments as we're crafting today. But if we miss anything, Eric is reading your comments and he can type a response for you.
That is so perfect. So let's show what our beautiful technique is for today.
Okay, so these are really fun, bright, colorful mandala cards, and these are done on the pudgy slimline cards.
Yes, so if you're not familiar what a pudgy slimline is, it's a card that looks like this, 3.5 inches across, 6 inches tall. So that's what we're calling our pudgy slimline card.
Yeah, so this is not a traditional A2 card, but it's fun to mix it up with different card sizes. So these are two different ways that you can use our vinyl outline sticker mandala set. So we wanted to show you different layout ideas, different ways of doing your cards with the mandalas. And you don't always have to keep stickers one piece. You can trim them and cut them and be creative with them.
Absolutely. And then also included in this technique is our brand new, what do we call these, glitter dots?
I call them pearls and gems.
Okay, pearls and gems. I love that. But they have kind of a glitter tint to them. And sometimes they might not, but these do. And I absolutely love the different sizes, don't you?
So we're featuring 5 different colors of those today, and we'll show you those at the very end of the video. We're going to be using them on the card. But I say we should get started because these are just too fun. Now we will be doing this card here on the left today. But this same technique applies to this one on the right. While we have both of these cards on the screen, let us know, do you prefer the blue card or the pink card?
All right, so should we go ahead and just make that card? Let's pick this one. Is that okay with you? And we're just going to make the card to show you how incredibly easy it is if you want to make a pudgy slimline card.
And these are great for all occasions, so depending on your sentiment, you can use this for any occasion.
Absolutely. So let's just move this one over. So this is our pudgy slimline card base. It actually measures 6 inches high by 7 inches. And I don't know if you could see it, but it has a score line right here in the middle.
Oh, you're right. 3.5 by 6 is the folded card size.
So then we're going to fold it on that little crease. And I'm going to use our tweezers here as a bone folder, the end of it. I just love when you can use things different ways, don't you?
Yeah, that comes in handy.
Okay, so now we're going to cut a piece of cardstock. So we're using kind of a very light blue, and this is 3.5 inches wide by 1.25 inches.
Okay, so we're just going to use some adhesive to glue that down to the card front.
Now, do we need to measure where to put this or anything?
In the center.
In the center. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of eyeball the center. Is that okay with you?
That looks good.
All right, because Jackie was the designer of this card today. So it looks like, as usual, it's not facing me, so the dot roller allows me to pull it up and straighten it out.
Oh, we forgot to mention that a random lucky commenter will win the card that we make in the video today.
Ooh, that's fun.
So make sure you leave a comment, that way you have a chance to win this card.
Now this is another product that we have here. It's called a border sticker.
Yeah, so this is the lace border sticker, and it has a bunch of these lace strips. These are black. And so we're peeling a strip off of the sticker sheet. We're going to use it to decorate the top and the bottom of that blue strip of cardstock. It's a sticker already, so you just have to line it up and then press it down.
I could do that, except I can't do that. What's wrong with me today? I got some of the insides. What do you do when that happens?
Okay, so we're just going to lay our sticker down like normal, and then we can pick those out with our tweezers.
Okay. So we're missing all of our supplies today. They ran away. Okay, so I'm going to use these big scissors here. Now, I noticed that I didn't have the inside, but this side will have the inside. So we're going to demonstrate what to do with that, right?
Yes, and I want to do a shout out to Wendy Osborne for giving us 50 stars. So thank you.
Ooh, Wendy, way to go. By the way, we had so much fun at the expo this past weekend, didn't we?
Yes, we were in Chantilly, Virginia, and we can't wait to see you at a scrapbook expo.
Now, does that look cattywampus or what?
Yes.
Can you fix that for me, miss?
Okay, once you put your sticker down, it's kind of hit or miss if you can rearrange it.
Well, I didn't press it down, so you should be able to. So that's one thing I did want to show, that if you don't put that down really tight yet, you can actually lift it back up,
Okay,
right?
So I did press it down now, so we can't lift it back up now.
Okay, so we'll cut off. All right, there we go.
Oh my gosh, we got another 200 stars from Angel.
All right, Angel, woohoo!
All right, so
Now, what is this right here?
hold on, we don't need to pick out any of the negatives now.
No, I didn't use that part.
Okay. All right, so this here is our sentiment sticker called Arrow Words. This sticker was just added to the website because I realized that it wasn't on there. So if you were looking for Arrow Words 3238M, it's on the Krazy Kreations website right now.
Yes, and I love those words. So there's like 3 loves, and then there's family, hope, and lots of arrows. Each one has an arrow, right?
I'm going to do home. I'm going to mix it up.
Okay. So when you use a sentiment, what I really, really like about the sentiments is they're very, very, they pop. You know, like when you do a stamp, sometimes you don't always get that really dark look. This one you can really read, and they're easy because you could just peel and stick.
Okay, I'm going to give you an idea too. So mine kind of laid down perfectly for me. However, when I was designing these cards today, at one point, I decided to cut off here and here and put the arrow underneath. So I reattached it under the word.
And that's wonderful because when we have a sticker, we can do things like that, right?
Right, so you can alter your stickers. Don't be afraid to trim it and then put the arrow wherever you want it to go.
Or if you have a sticker that you don't like something on it and you wish it wasn't there, sometimes you could just cut it off. And then if you have a part you don't want to cut out because it's solid, you could trim it and then re-stick it where it goes, because why fussy cut if you don't have to?
Exactly. So I'm seeing a lot of questions about the expos we're going to be at, and I'm hoping that Eric will answer those for you because he knows all about those. And I didn't want to take away from our card right now. So we did use the home one today. There's different words on here: love, hope, family, faith, and love. And so we have that all ready to go. The nice thing about our sentiment stickers is you can't mess up.
You can't. And look at that. Now this is all we needed to do to make the base of the card, was these simple things: a card base, a piece of cardstock, border stickers, and a sentiment. How easy was that?
Super, super easy. So let's go ahead and work on this beautiful mandala. We'll need some glitter paper.
Okay. I'm going to put this aside. Here is our handmade Krazy Kreation glitter paper.
And today we're using the cool highlights. So if you look at that, there's a sparkle of green, blue, and purple in there. It's really pretty. So with every piece of handmade glitter paper at Krazy Kreations, you need to rub or burnish it. And that makes it smoother, softer, shinier.
And the oils in your fingers kind of bursts the little speckles in there and it makes it more shiny.
Right.
So I love that.
So now that we've prepped our glitter paper, we can actually use the outline sticker, peel it off, and put it on here.
Okay, so I wanted to mention that the glitter paper we're using is 6 by 6 right now, okay, just so that you all have an idea of what size we're using. And now we have our mandala sticker. Now, the mandala stickers, because they're so large, there are 2 images on each one, and then this one has little photo corners. And by the way, you could take the photo corners, and if you kind of look at how they did this, you could piece them together and actually make another circle just by putting the 4 corners together. Isn't that cool?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll let you demonstrate how easy it is to peel and stick an outline sticker.
So all we're going to do is grab the outline. This is all one piece, making it very easy to peel. And then I'm just going to place it down on the glitter paper, and now I'm going to press it down with my hand.
Now, just for those of you who may be wondering, yes, you can get another mandala right here and then those photo corners, but I want to point out, what about all these pieces that were left behind?
Okay, so those are called the negative part of the sticker. You can use them. They're more of a silhouette effect on your card. And we're going to drop the link for that technique video in the comments below if you want to watch it later to see how to use these.
Yes, because just know these are not hooked together like the outline, so you are going to need to use transfer paper to pick them all up and then to rub them back off, okay?
So for this specific design, mandalas, they're a little bit intricate, so I really recommend using a brayer tool to burnish the sticker down. You can even flip over your paper and brayer from the back.
Now that gives you added pressure, so when you're coloring, the sticker is nice and tight down on the glitter paper and won't bleed underneath into a different color that you don't want it to.
If that does happen though, don't worry. It's not the end of the world. It did happen to me a couple of times, but you can't even tell.
All right. Now it looks like we're going to do something in some blue and green tones.
Yes, so we're going to use alcohol markers to color this mandala. So should we switch out our mandala?
Yes.
We have a pre-cut one.
We do. So once you've done this, you're going to follow the border of the sticker and trim it out. Now, if you have a scan and cut machine, the scan and cut, you can scan it in and have the machine fussy cut it out for you. This one isn't too bad because it's pretty easy just to follow the border. Now, normally you could either color when it's like this and then cut it out on the machine or by hand, but in our case for today's purposes, we cut it out first.
Okay, so when you go to select your colors for your mandala, I really recommend choosing about 3 different colors. So for this one, it was a dark blue, a light blue, and then a lime green. So when I say colors, I really mean sets of colors. So the dark blue set is this one right here,
which is B47 and BGY03.
The light blue set is this one, B09 and B02. And then the lime green is YG13 and YG06.
Now these 2 greens can be found in our new pastel set that we introduced earlier in the year.
And I find that if you have 3 main colors, it's just going to look very cohesive on your mandala. And you'll notice that these colors are very close together on a rainbow. And I also think that brought an element of cohesiveness. So you can pick any colors you want to, but I tend to choose colors that are close to the rainbow. So blues, greens, reds, oranges, and yellows are close to each other. Purple, blue, and green are close to each other.
Okay, so if you're not sure, Google a rainbow, I guess, right?
And I'd like to know what colors you would have chosen for this mandala.
Yes, that's true.
So type 3 colors in the comment section below. So I'm going to start out with the lime greens because I thought that was really fun. So YG13, YG06. When we go to blend, we're going to start with the dark color and then we're going to use the light color to do the blending.
Now on your pen there's 2 different tips, right?
Yes, the brush tip and the fine tip.
So we're going to be using the brush tip, which is very much like a paintbrush. So You want to use the brush tip because it's so much easier. Now the fine tip will be good if you need to get in a nook and cranny.
Yes, for really small areas. So there's kind of a lot of small areas on here. Now when you go to color your mandala, you're going to put the dark color where you'd like it, where you think there's going to be a shadow. And then we're going to take our light color and kind of go to that edge of the dark color and just drag it out and fill in the rest of the white space.
Now a couple things to note is that it will dry a little bit differently than when it's wet. Now these alcohol markers are like permanent markers, so they do dry really fast. You don't have to worry about waiting or anything of that nature, but it does have a different tint when it's completely dry, just so you know that. So if you're not quite sure, keep going around that mandala and keep coloring, and then by the time you finish, you could judge whether you like that or not.
And I found that true with the pinks. I found that when I was coloring, the pink looked very like a hot pink, nice and vibrant. And then when it dried, it did tone down and it got darker. So you'll notice that too when you do your coloring.
Now I notice you're doing things in sections, and that's always recommended that you do, sections of something rather than going for everywhere you're going to put the green first, because if you put all the dark down there, it's always a nicer blend when the marker is still a little bit fluid, right?
Yes, you want your ink to stay wet so that you can blend it easier. If it's not wet and it's dry, you're going to have a harder time blending it. You may need to reactivate it with that dark colored ink.
Now another thing that I'd really like to mention is our outline stickers here at Krazy Kreations are primarily black. And the reason for that is because you can actually color onto the sticker, or if you hit the sticker, it's not going to change the black sticker. Whereas if you had a white or a gold or a silver and you use your alcohol ink marker, which is a permanent marker, you will alter the color of the sticker if you hit it. So that's why we use the black. Plus the black is very vibrant and bold in your design.
And the scan and cut can see that dark black line very well. So if you want to cut it out on a scan and cut machine, it loves that black outline.
Now I just love how fast you're going, and that's because it is so easy to blend on our glitter paper. And this past weekend at the expo, we have make and takes in our booth, and people who did our make and take were absolutely stunned how really easy it actually is.
It is. Now for these small little areas here, I'm actually not going to blend. So you don't need to blend every single area, especially on a mandala. And mandalas are just patterns, repeating patterns. So that's what I'm doing, and that's how I'm able to go so fast, is because I know that all the shapes that look the same are the same color. But you don't have to color it that way, but that's how I tend to do mandalas.
Yes, we've had videos where we've taken mandalas and done ombre effects, where we just go one whole side of the mandala and gradually color it to the other side without looking at the individual pieces.
Yes. So, okay, I think I'm going to do this part green. I'm following my sample here.
Now we will not be offering a kit at the end of this video, so you can snapshot our samples at the end when we complete our card, but we will have bundles for sale of some of these products.
Don't want to go anywhere because you do still want to see the end of this video.
Exactly.
So now I'm going to go to the light blue combo, and I like to uncap my markers.
That's a good point. So you can color without your caps being on. You only need to put them on when you've completed the color. They will not dry out. You can also store your markers upright or on the side. It doesn't really matter because they are airtight, so you don't have to worry about that either.
Do you have any questions about markers? If you do, let us know while we're coloring so we can address your questions about the Rite Art markers.
Well, that's just starting to look really pretty. I love your color choice.
Thank Thank you. I see a lot of people in the comments are loving this color combination as well. It kind of would be great for a guy, or it would be good for a girl as well. But we struggle with masculine cards, so this will be an option.
Well, here is a little hint. The next club is all about masculine cards. So I'm excited. Are you?
I am. I've seen sneak peeks.
Yes. So again, to repeat, you're only going to be using 3 different color combinations, 2 different types of blue, and this one really bright green.
Yeah, so this is a total of 6 colors because for every area that you want to have shading, you need a light and a dark.
Now, the blues are found in the 24 pack that we've been using for 2 years now. Can you believe it's been 2 years? And the greens were introduced in our brand new 12 pastel pack. And so specifically, what are the numbers again of the greens?
YG13 and YG06. So what does YG stand for?
Yes, YG, yellow green. Now in the 24 pack you do get a yellow green 00 and then you get a 29, but that's actually more of an olivey type green, which is perfect for the holidays or trees or outdoors, but it's not as bright as these greens. To me,
Right.
These look like apple green.
So if you don't have the YG13 or the YG06, how do you get it? Can you get it individually or is it in a set?
Of course you could buy either way, set or individual.
Okay.
And by the way, we have refills as well.
Yes, I just saw a question about that, so I'm going to hand that over to you.
Okay, very good. And all of our markers are refillable, so I love that. So we do carry the refills for the markers, and they will refill anywhere from 3 to 5 times, but you could also use the refills as alcohol inks, you know, to make beautiful backgrounds. So you have kind of a dual purpose, but I like that you never have to buy the pen again. In addition, we also have nibs, meaning if you happen to squash your paintbrush or something happened to it, you don't have to buy a whole new pen. We have tips that will replace in there.
Now, I thought we had a video on how to refill our markers, but I couldn't find it. So do you think we're going to do another video soon?
Yes, so we will do a video how to refill your markers.
It's actually very easy to do. Okay, so all the white spaces that are left, I'm going to use these 2 blues, so the B47 and the BGY03.
So if you wanted to leave that white, you could, but I would add just a little bit of shadow if I did that. I mean, I like that you put the blue, but for those people who might like white, you would just put a very light blue and then kind of blend it in with your 00, right?
Yes, and so I was thinking that an Americana mandala would look really nice with red, white, and blue. Were there any other color combinations in the comments that we didn't see yet?
I haven't seen any, but I'm sure everyone out there is very creative. I have to say, I do absolutely love that Americana idea. And somebody, Wendy Osborne, would love to see it in purple and pink. So in your sample, you used orange, yellow, and pink. Is that right? But we should try purples.
So we would need a third color, purple, pink, and something that goes with those, like blue.
How about red?
You could do red. You can even do gray if you want to.
Yeah, gray would be pretty too. But I do have to say that the one thing about purple that I'm going to give everyone a hint about, it's a very strong color. So particularly when you use the blue violet BV purple. So you want a little bit goes a long way, right, Jackie?
It really does because it's super dark. Kind of like this blue that I'm using. I'm not using a ton of it because otherwise it will overtake. So I'm just doing a little bit. I also noticed that if the dark blue dried, it didn't blend as well. So that's why I'm only doing 2 of these little sections at a time. Whereas on the other ones, I was doing several at a time.
People are loving this color combo, so you did a great job.
Thanks. So I went to Pinterest for some inspiration on mandalas, and this is what I decided to come up with.
Yeah, and Dawn is suggesting that pinks and grays are very 50s, so you could kind of get that, you know, that, what do you call that? That not
retro?
age, yeah, no, the retro look, but you know, the authentic look.
Oh yeah, not grunge, but
I can't think of it right now. Help me
yeah,
out, guys.
if you can read our minds, let us know.
Help us out. Help us out.
Okay. So I have finished coloring, and it might take you a while, but it's very therapeutic when you color these mandalas. And so I just want to share a little tip that we like to do sometimes is go around the edges with a black marker to hide any imperfections from when we cut it out. You might be able to see some of that white core. Just going around with a black marker is going to hide that. So you do want to be very careful, otherwise you might accidentally get black inside your colored image.
Now there are other ways you could do this as well. You could take an ink pad and a sponge and go around it if you wanted to. We always use our marker, but I have seen people do that. Okay. All right. So now that we have that, we're back to our card. So it looks like the next thing we're going to do is trim. Is that right?
Yes. So for this card design, we're going to actually cut our mandala in half.
Is anybody scared?
It was kind of scary, but it doesn't, it came out wonderful.
So did you kind of pick a scallop here, you know, like scallop to scallop here?
No, I measured.
Of course you did. I would have guessed that. What is wrong with me, right?
Okay, so I put it at the edge here. We can't see that or that, so we're going to move this down. So I just went to the edge, and it was about 3.5. So half of 3.5 was 1 3/4.
And you just cut.
Just cut.
Okay, so here I go. Everybody ready? Ah. And there we go. 2 pieces.
Awesome. And I want to do a shout out to Christine for sending us 200 stars. Thank you so much.
Okay, so here we go. Our card. Now what do we do?
So we're going to put adhesive on the back of our mandalas and put one at the top and one at the bottom.
So that's a really good point. Our glitter paper does require adhesive, so you can't just peel off the back. It's not a protective layer. I'll let you do the honors here.
So I'm just going to line it up with the bottom of the card and the top of the card. And then I like to check the back and make sure nothing is hanging over, which there is on this card. So I'm going to take scissors and trim that off. What happened to our Tim Holtz?
I don't know.
Okay. So now it's flush with the side of the card. And now it's time for us to look for those little gems. Now, I noticed something though. We forgot to add one of those straight lines here.
Oh, I didn't even know you did that. So where did you get the straight line?
The straight line was on the lace border sticker. In between the lace is a straight line strip.
So you did that for more drama?
I did. I wanted it to be nice and thick and really black and bold.
Okay. So here's a case where you can use 2 border stickers to really make that border highlight. So on the sticker sheet, the border sticker sheet, I'm just going to go like this. This is where she got the straight line. So in between the lace, there are different lines, and that's where the straight line came from. Okay?
So I can tell the difference already. Okay.
That looks great.
You don't have to do this step, but I really liked it.
I like it too.
Now we need to find our gems.
Okay, so these are brand new to the Krazy Kreation world, right? So these are called dots.
Pearls and gems stickers.
Okay, pearls and gems. They are actually on a glitter paper here. Now these are the silver white, right?
These are iridescent.
Yeah, but to me they look like they have a silver rim.
They have a silver rim, but they're actually glittery and see-through.
Okay, so that means translucent.
I call it iridescent.
And there we go.
Okay, let us know what you call it in the comments.
Potato, that's what I say.
Is it iridescent or is it translucent?
Now what I love is there are 4 different sizes. There's a mini, there's a small, medium, and large. So you get a lot, and then they're double rows. So isn't that nice?
Yeah, it is really nice. And you can actually alter these with a marker, which is how I got them to be blue.
All right, so I bet you used B09.
I did. B09 is a nice teal blue, and you can just color right over the sticker material. Don't worry about that squeaky sound, it's a happy sound. And I'm going to color the top. So I wanted to use multiple sizes, and then you just want to let that dry for about 20 seconds or so because you don't accidentally want to get the blue ink on your card front.
Now, would it be easier to weed this or not? Have you ever tried that?
Not with these.
I haven't either. Shall we give it a shot while we're waiting?
Okay, so what does weeding mean?
So weeding is removing the part of the sticker that we kind of call garbage, although you could find a use for some of it, right?
You could. Okay.
So you're bending back the corner and you're going to take apart all of it except the little dot should remain. And look at that. So this way it is so much easier to pick these up off with our tweezers.
And then this is left over, and you can find something to do with this or you can toss it.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to use my tweezers to pick these out.
So we're going to move this way so we could be in camera here. Okay.
And so how I did this was I picked a size and I repeated. So in between each of these, I put, I think it was this size. So on the sheet, we have small, medium, large, extra large.
No, we have mini, small, medium, and large. Don't get everyone mixed up.
Okay then.
So you're on the large.
All right. I'll let you narrate as I pick them off the sheet.
Okay. So you are picking all the larges off, and as you just suggested, you're going in between the little scallops to kind of make your own design. Now, you don't have to do it this way. This was Jackie's design that she came up with.
Yeah, and I thought it looked really cool, almost like bubbles, or kind of like the mandala was floating. It just looked really fun.
I love that blue. Isn't that pretty? Okay.
So whatever you do on the bottom, you got to do to the top.
In your book, but you don't really.
Yes, in my book.
Right.
If you want to make the sample, okay? I'm just trying to help you, but you can be creative.
You could even have different color dots.
You could. Okay, so then the next thing was to find the, what size is this?
Small.
Small dot. And we're going to put this in between these medium dots, but a little bit taller, a little bit higher. So it's offset. I think
You could tell how new this is for us because we don't even know how to describe them. So you don't want to miss out on new because that's fun, right? Maybe you could help us name all this stuff. Like, should it be mini, small, or mini, small, medium, large? Or should it be small,
medium, large, extra large?
See, I can't even say that. I can't get my head around it. But anyway, Jackie's now just kind of putting the dots on as desired. So I just think that looks so pretty. And you could put more or less depending on what you want. But look how pretty that is. And someone out there who is commenting is going to win this card.
And this just really fills in that empty space on your card. But I don't think it's too much. I think it's really, really pretty.
Now let's go back and look at the other sample that you had done. So that's a different way to put the dots, right?
Yes, so here's this one. So this was the pink, orange, and yellow sample.
So you can see how the dots were put here just kind of around, but there was more white space. So
Okay.
it's really an option.
I did a lot of gold dots on this one.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do that many. It's totally up to you. And I wanted to show you different ways that you could be using these dots. Now, I did want to answer a question about how do you position this mandala on this card. Well, the secret is it's actually 2 mandalas. So I didn't have enough left over to complete the look that I wanted, so I actually quartered the second mandala, and that is a fourth of the mandala up there.
And then you could use the other 3/4 in a different card.
Right. So there's so many different ways, and then I wanted to show you really quickly with our negatives that are cut out, how you can position the mandalas on a card in different ways. So you could do side by side, top to bottom, corner to corner, other corner to other corner.
Or just on the bottom.
You could do a big one right in the middle. You can do one at the bottom, just like half or 3/4 of the mandala, and then cut a little bit off the bottom there. So it's taking up a lot of the room from the bottom. You can do the opposite from the top. There's so many different layouts and ways that you can trim up one of the mandala stickers to create a unique card.
I love it, Jackie. Good job. Very good job. So again, these are the 2 samples if you need to screenshot of what we did today.
Okay, I'll just position those a little bit better here. Screenshot away. And now we're going to show you these 2 bundle sets that we have if you want to recreate these cards.
Yes, so again, we don't have a kit, but it was pretty easy, but you may want these brand new dots. I don't know what to call them, so I'm going to say dots. So what are the colors that we have?
Okay, so there's 6 different colors in this bundle. So here we have silver, and I think we better show these up close. So this is a glittery silver dot. We have a mint green glittery dot. We have the iridescent clear dots with glitter. Gold glittery dots, pink, or what color would you say this is?
I'd say it's a violet.
Like a lavender.
Yeah, lavender.
Glittery dot. And then there's this as a bonus. So this is actually a black glittery dot with a gold outline. So you can't really see the glitter from here, but there is glitter on here.
And you're going to get 2 to make the same size as the others.
Right, so usually a bundle like this would cost $17.99, but our Technique of the Week special is $15.29.
Yes, so you want to go ahead, get that. They're all ready to ship, no waiting, because they're all packaged and ready to go.
So this is the Gems and Pearls bundle, and we'll put the link in the comment section if you're interested in purchasing this.
Okay, and then we have the mandala bundle, right?
Yes, so there's 6 different mandalas. So $3.993, and they each have 2 mandalas on them with some corners.
And then this is the one we used in our demo.
They're all upside down. $3.991. Upside down again. $3.994. There we go. $3.990. So they're all unique. $3.997 and $3.995. So again, 6 mandala stickers. Usually this would be $17.99, but the Technique of the Week price is $15.29 for 6 stickers. You get 2 mandalas on each sheet, plus these embellishment corners.
And if you want to add that sentiment, it was added to the website, and that number is
Arrow Words 3238M. And then the lace border stickers,
yes,
is number 708. And that's all it takes to recreate these beautiful mandala cards.
That was super easy, but very impressive, very beautiful. I just love it when we have a technique that doesn't take a lot of supplies.
It really doesn't.
It's awesome. Don't forget your glitter paper. You can use warm highlight or cool highlight. We have it in 6x6 packs or 8.5x11 packs.
I cannot wait to see what mandala cards you come up with, and make sure to post them in our Facebook group, Krazy Kreations Crafting Groupies, so that we can all like and give you a compliment.
And enjoy, that's right, because Jackie and I do read the comments, and we love it when you post. So do that. Don't forget.
Now, if you really like this project, head over to crazycreations.us and order the supplies. But also, please give us a thumbs up on our video, or if you're watching on Facebook, you can leave us a heart. That way we know that you enjoyed our video for Technique of the Week. Thank you so much for watching today. We really enjoyed doing this for you.
And we will be picking someone from the commenting section at random, and we will be mailing. How does that work? I shouldn't say we'll be mailing it, but do they need to reach out to us?
Yep, we'll pick a random winner from the live video who left a comment, and when we tag them, they'll reach out to us and give us their mailing address.
Wonderful. So we'll be all set to do that. In the meantime, enjoy your crafting. We'll see you next time. My name is Kara.
And I'm Jackie.
And happy trails.
Happy crafting.
Happy crafting trails.